beneath Europa's ice. A calming sci-fi bedtime story of solitude, exploration, and the silent memory of oceans beyond Earth. Part 1. The Station Above Silence. You wake to the quiet hum of Erebus Station. Your breath fogs the interior glass for a moment before the recycled oxygen levels normalize. Above you, through the viewport of your small cabin, Europa curves away. A vast sheet of fractured white ice beneath the endless black of space. Jupiter looms beyond, veined with storms, the ancient sentinel that has watched this moon since before humankind drew breath. The station's artificial day cycle chimes gently. Lights rise to a soft blue. You check your vitals. Normal. Dreams quieted. Your name, your mission, your purpose. They come back to you in order, like stars fading into view after sunset. Mission Specialist, Dr. Ellen Vasquez. Field, Astrobiology. Role, Observation and Analysis of Europa's subsurface ocean. Today was supposed to be a maintenance day, but Hales, the station's AI, has flagged something new. Part 2. The Signal from Below. You float into the main control bay, securing your position with the Velcro loops on the floor. The borehole monitors glow with their usual green light, but the Venture 3 probe readout pulses in amber. That's new. Holly speaks softly. Venture 3 reports thermal anomalies beneath the South Polar region. Patterned fluctuations inconsistent with natural geothermal activity. Patterned. You frown. Patterns imply order. Order suggests intent. A brief review of the data shows rhythmic pulses of heat blooming under the ice at regular intervals. Venture 3's passive sonar has even captured faint acoustic signatures, low-frequency sounds, rising and falling in a sequence, not natural seismic activity. Estimated source depth, you ask? 9 miles beneath the surface. Beneath the thickest, coldest stretch of Europa's crust. Part 3. The Proposal. Your fingers hover over the console. This is the kind of data that rewrites textbooks. Thermal blooms paired with acoustic rhythms could suggest chemical reactions or life. But the probe's tether is degrading. Soon, data transmission will become impossible. Hales, you say, prepare a descent protocol for the Calypso, manned expedition. There's a pause. The AI responds. Authorization requires command consensus. You glance at the empty command seats. 2 weeks ago, the rest of the research crew had returned to Ganymede Base for resupply and orbital surveys. You'd stayed behind to monitor the borehole activity. No one had expected much change, until now. Override consensus requirement, you say. Pilot, Vasquez. Mission, retrieve Venture 3 and investigate anomalies. Another pause. Override accepted. Proceeding with launch preparations. You breathe deep. The explorer in you is wide awake now. Part 4. The Borehole Descent. The Calypso docks into the borehole shaft. Within minutes, the submersible detaches and begins to descend through the liquid water column, lowered first by the mechanical winch, then gliding under its own ballast systems. Light fades quickly. Above, the borehole closes, the sky vanishes, pressure builds. But the craft holds. At 4 miles, the ice gives way to open water. Dark, cold, boundless. You engage the thrusters and angle downward. The only sound is the steady hum of the reactor and your own breath. Part 5. The Silent Sea. Sonar pulses outward. No obstacles. Only vast, quiet water stretching in every direction. But the thermal blooms are increasing. The temperature readout shows localized heat sources exactly where Venture 3 detected them. You adjust course toward the first signature. As you approach, faint lights flicker in the distance. Not from the craft, from the water itself. Tiny bioluminescent organisms spiral in slow, graceful patterns. Their glow mirrors the thermal pulses recorded by the probe. Not random, repeating, organized. Your mind races. Could this be communication? Synchronized behavior? A signal? You continue deeper. Part 6. Contact. At 6 miles depth, the sonar pings again. An object. Large. Suspended. As you near, the lights become more intense. The bioluminescence now spirals around a dark, perfect sphere, smooth, matte black, hovering silently in the water. Venture 3 is nearby. Its exterior fouled by the same glowing threads now growing from the sphere itself. Your onboard sensors detect electromagnetic pulses, the same rhythm as the thermal patterns. You stabilize Calypso, recording. The sphere pulses, once, twice, then in a sequence matching a human heartbeat. Your heartbeat. Part 7. The voice without words. A chime sounds inside your helmet. Pattern match. Partial. Engage interface, Y or N. You stare at the HUD. Halis isn't transmitting this prompt. It's coming from the sphere. Your thumb hovers over the control stick. Science protocol says withdraw, gather data, return. But the explorer in you says engage. You press Y. Part 8. The memory within the deep. A wave of sensation floods your senses. Not pain, memory, but not your own. Images of oceans beneath other worlds. Beings of warmth and light exploring currents deeper than Europa's. Structures rising and falling beneath alien tides. Cataclysms. Silence. Waiting. Then, a shape. A vessel descending into Europa's ocean, eons before humanity ever knew the moon existed. The sphere is a message, a monument, a survivor. It has waited for someone who could understand, and now it knows. You do. Part 9. The city beneath. Your sensors detect motion. Not danger, architecture. As you drift past the sphere, faint lights outline submerged structures beyond. Spires, bridges, vaulted arches. An entire city frozen in time, preserved beneath the crushing weight of Europa's ocean. The bioluminescence forms shifting patterns along the structures. Messages, memories. This wasn't just a city. It was a library, a place built to remember a people long gone, and you are now its first new chapter. Part 10. The choice. Your helmet displays 2 options: integrate, withdraw. Integration would mean becoming part of this memory. A messenger, a signal. Withdrawing means returning with data, but leaving the message silent once more. Your mission, your entire life, has led here. You choose. Integrate. Part 11. Becoming the memory. Your body dissolves into data, not death. Translation. Thought becomes pulse. Identity becomes waveform. You become both observer and participant. The sphere's lights intensify. Your memories blend with those stored beneath the ice. Earth, the moon, the station, the lonely years of quiet research. The beings who once lived here did not fear oblivion. They embraced continuity. Through you, they will speak again. Part 12. The echo carries. Above, Hales logs your vitals as lost. Erebus Station continues to orbit in silent vigil. The crew will return. They will search. And deep beneath the ice, the lights will guide them. The sphere pulses gently. Your thoughts, your memories, your voice, now part of the signal. Europa speaks through you and waits patiently for humanity's reply.